Hey everybody, I'm here to read my speaking notes to the Assembly of Nova Scotia Chiefs, June 25th, 2020. I've already made a video on my briefing note, and if you haven't seen that video, I will link it below. So I would like to thank the Priority and Planning Committee at KMKNO for reviewing my email and briefing note to be accepted on the agenda for the Nova Scotia Chiefs Assembly, June 25th, 2020. For those who don't know me, my name is Heather. I'm from Indian Brook First Nation. While I can't remember the year it was, I stood alongside Chief Lawrence Paul, the former Chief Lawrence Paul of Millbrook, and we closed the Highway 102 at where exit, I think it's 14A, it's 13A in Millbrook, and we shut down the highway in protest of losing our taxes at the point of sale. So the reason was for the illegal sale and delivery of cigarettes, also termed buttlegging, and I've been told it was between 2 or 4 people, and I'm not mentioning those names, but we were, because some of them are no longer with us. Many feel that the crime of 2 people, everybody paid the price for the past 3 decades, which just isn't fair because the rest of Canada does not have the same restrictions. And I'm going to tell you a little bit later on when I discuss the Mi'kmaq treaties. So it says, in fact, we still have the point of sales. In fact, the rest of Canada still has point of sales with their status card. So how and when did we agree to the courier system? The courier system was imposed upon us. I'm a newly registered courier, and the retail outlets do not let me bring goods home, such as Costco and Canadian Tire. I guess apparently I can't be my own courier. And so I would have to buy something and put it in someone else's name, which means I won't have a warranty. Many people feel it's just racism and wrong. More stores just flat out refuse point of sale or say they can't afford it, and charges a ridiculous delivery fee to a rural community such as mine. If the rest of Canada can use their status card at point of sales without grief, then why can't we go back to this as well? It shouldn't matter whether we live on reserve or not. Many store owners have to pay the provincial government a fee or the tax reimbursement if they do not do their proper paperwork. In return, this means that it'll be zero tax exemption for any other First Nation people in the future. The provincial government and retail outlets are making money in various ways. The retailers flat out refuse as our tax exemption. The government gains that money. Retailers are forced to pay our share of the taxes or a fee. Again, the government gains. First Nation entrepreneurs register a courier, and the government gains. They gain it on the name check and the yearly registration fee. So the government gains. Retailers charge large delivery fees, so the retailers gain. And so all the above examples are here in Nova Scotia where our people lose. My advice is to not support retail outlets who do not honor the status card by putting down your purchase and walk away and say nothing, and thank those who do honor our card. Large companies do offer to remove taxes online. Many have chosen that route. However, the people who need the point of sales tax exemption more, because our people need the point of sale more at the point of sale because they're not shopping online or they do not have the means to do so. So the whole issue of tax exemption is getting worse, not better. Point of sale with status cards is what people want instead of jumping through hoops, long waits, and embarrassment. And everybody I know has a story about how this has happened to them. So I would like to end this in talking about the Mi'kmaq treaties ever so briefly. We have what's called a sui generis treaty, which translates into a one-of-kind and unique pre-Confederation treaties. The Wabanaki Confederation, which is both Mi'kmaq and Maliseet, only have the sui generis treaty. Also, we have a chain of covenant treaties between the Crown and the Mi'kmaq Nation, and it's considered a nation-to-nation relationship. Under international law, one nation does not have the right to tax another nation. What right does a provincial government have to tax us? This is why the treaties have not been looked at. The interest of the federal government is to keep everyone fighting. What outcomes do the Assembly of Nova Scotia Chiefs want to happen? We have to function as a nation because the treaty was struck with the Grand Council, so representation would have to include everyone. And that's all I want to say. And so I come to the Assembly of Nova Scotia Chiefs to plead for support to help implement changes and bring a point of sale back at the tax exemption back at point of sale. And that's about it. Thank you.